if you could silence the inner critic? Imagine a life free from the tyranny of negative thoughts, a life free of doubts, a life free of weight of past failures pressing down on your chest. But instead, there's a sense of calm in your mind and heart. A calm like a still lake reflecting the first rays of sunlight. You feel light, free, and ready to take on whatever the day has in store for you, that life of safety and clarity of mind. But let's be honest, that life might seem like a distant dream right now. It might feel like it is far from reality. Maybe you're caught in a pattern of overanalyzing and doubting yourself all the time. What if I told you that there's a way you can break away free? What if there's a way you can break that chain of negative thoughts and fill your mind with positivity that will give you peace of mind? It seems difficult, but is it really that difficult? But here's the truth. Your negative thoughts don't define you. In reality, they have zero control over you. The power to change the voices in your head is resided within you. It is your journey. And by the end of this video, you'll have the tools and the confidence to start that journey. Negative thoughts are like weeds in a garden. They choke out joy and happiness. This video will equip you with practical strategies to identify, challenge, and overcome negative thought patterns. Cognitive biases are systematic patterns of thinking that often lead to negative or distorted perceptions of reality. Let's talk about some of the common cognitive biases. This is the type of bias where people set two extremes without any middle ground. On one extreme, they set unrealistic expectations, and on the other extreme, if they don't reach those expectations, they consider themselves a failure. This type of bias often leads to feelings of inadequacy and must be eliminated. To combat this, you should always set realistic and possible goals, something that is just as incredible and within your reach. This will prevent your brain from developing any negative thoughts. The findings of the research study conducted by Bredemeier and Berenbaum showed that people who focus mainly on the negative aspects of the situations were more likely to get stressed and show dissatisfaction with their lives. This research clearly depicts the direct relationship between focusing on negative thoughts and stress plus poor emotional regulation in one's life. Amygdala is the part of the brain's limbic system, and it plays a significant role in processing emotions of a human being. The emotions can be fear, reward system, fight or flight response, and controlling stressful situations. But what does overactivation of amygdala do? It causes individuals to perceive even the neutral stimuli as threatening, creating a sense of fear. Neuroimaging studies show increased activity of amygdala in individuals with anxiety disorders, like generalized anxiety disorder and post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Negative thinking, which includes constant pessimism, self-criticism without any cause and fear, has predominant effect on physical health issues. The physical health issues range from certain anxiety disorders like generalized anxiety disorder to inflammatory conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, and even cancer. A research conducted by Nature Review Center describes the effect of negative thinking and stress on cancer as they cause faster tumor progression by having impacts on certain immune surveillance mechanisms. Be vigilant. Guard your mind against negative thoughts. The Buddha mindfulness and meditation are brilliant strategies to overcome negative thought patterns and fill your brain with positivity. Now let's discuss the principles of mindfulness. Live in the present. You only have now. Stop dwelling over the past and stop worrying about the future. The past has happened and you can't change it, and the future isn't even happened yet. Why worry about it? Stop worrying about the things which are not in your control. No matter how hard you try, you can't get into people's heads and change their opinions and thoughts. It's better to accept things as they are, move on, and live your life. Research studies in neuroscience show that mindfulness and meditation increase the activity of prefrontal cortex, which is associated with thought processing and rational behavior, and decrease the activity of amygdala, a structure associated with stress and fear. In the words of Jon Kabat-Zinn, mindfulness means paying attention in a particular way, on purpose, in the present moment, and non-judgmentally. Now, let's talk about some easy but effective mindfulness techniques which you can use for efficient meditation. Mindful breathing, body scan meditation by paying attention to physical sensations, label thoughts as negative without engaging in them. Cultivate compassion, yoga. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Wayne Dyer. Challenge the negative thoughts in your head. Look for better alternatives which will prove to be stress-free and rewire your brain chemistry into having more clarity and positive thoughts. Reframe all the negative energy into a positive one. The steps which should be taken to challenge and reframing negative thoughts are: identify the negative thought. Challenge the evidence for that negative thought. Consider alternative perspectives. Reframe the negative thoughts. For example, if you're a sports person, rather than saying, "I performed really badly today," say, "I just had an off day today. I'm going to be back stronger than ever." In the words of Oprah Winfrey, be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough. By encouraging a resilient and optimistic outlook, gratitude exercises provide massive psychological benefits. Stress and anxiety reduction is one of the main benefits. Through the release of brain's happy neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, and the activation of the brain's reward system, gratitude helps people change their attention from negative energy to powerful, positive energy. The importance of physical activities, including exercise and physical hobbies on mental health, is unparalleled. When you engage in physical activities, brain releases endorphins, which are feel-good hormones. They elevate mood by creating a sense of euphoria. Physical activity also reduces cortisol, which is a stress hormone. Thus, by multiplying the effects of good hormones and reducing stress hormones, this combined effect helps in promoting mental health, cognitive functions, improved physique, and changes attention from negative to positive thoughts. The results of the research showed that the individuals who engaged in regular physical activity had a significantly lower risk of developing depression. The study followed over 11,000 participants and found that those who exercised regularly experienced less depression. Thus, regular exercise is a powerful tool to combat depression and anxiety. Sarah, a software engineer, had struggled with anxiety, self-doubt, and negative thinking for very long. She described her journey as extremely stressful and challenging. There came a point where she thought seeking professional help might be the best option. She went to the psychiatrist, and by his help, she learned the power of cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. Through cognitive behavioral therapy, she was able to learn mindfulness and meditation techniques, and able to apply all-or-nothing principle. She was taught how to reframe negative thoughts into better perspectives, such as replacing the thought, "If I make a mistake at work, I'll lose my job," with "making mistakes is part of learning and growing, and it doesn't define my entire career." Her journey is a strong reminder that through reframing the negative thoughts and learning the more balanced, positive approach, anyone can be able to overcome anxiety and negativity energy. One of the most famous Hollywood comedians and actors of all time, Jim Carrey, struggled with self-doubt and anxiety at the start of his brilliant career. Carrey faced several setbacks, from financial ones to family problems and self-esteem issues. Carrey's life was not easy at all. But through the power of visualization and positive thinking, he was able to turn around his life. Instead of self-doubt and negativity, he shifted his mindset towards a more positive one. He developed a sense of self-belief and confidence, which proved significant in awarding him several important roles in movies and combating negative thinking. His life story is a testament of how important mindset shift can prove to be. It is your brain that controls your thoughts. If you train your brain to have positive thoughts, you can overcome any challenge. It's all mind games. Practice mindfulness and meditation techniques. Pick one technique and start working on it until you're sure that you've perfectly learned it. Reframe negative thoughts and replace them with more balanced ones. Insert physical activities in your daily routine. Get inspirations from the journey of the famous people we have described. Start small, be consistent, and celebrate your progress. In the words of Jim Carrey, your need for acceptance can make you invisible in this world. Don't give up on your dreams, and don't let negative thoughts hold you back from achieving them.